We never talk about the Packers, so let's do that. Davante Adams was on the pivot. Great interview.
Awesome.
Davante was super comfortable, wide open, and talking like a guy that should be probably doing more media all the time. The way we got a chance to kind of peek into his brain about how he operates, not only just, what he's thinking one-on-one when he's with corners, that's great, but he opened up about Aaron Rodgers. And obviously, as soon as Aaron signs a deal and Davante leaves, the narrative of all the people that hate Aaron Rodgers is he was sick and tired of playing with Aaron Rodgers. He was sick and tired of playing with Aaron Rodgers. Now, everything that has come out of Davante Adams' mouth since the thing has happened has gone directly against that narrative, but that has been the narrative. This is what Davante Adams said about Aaron Rodgers that got all the old whites who get mad at things for a living really fucking pissed off.
He's the best quarterback, in my opinion, to play this game. He had the Michael Jordan effect as far as he gonna make you play better. He gonna bring out your best just by being on the field. It's not even about like he was a great leader, but it was more so just about I'm out here with Aaron Rodgers.
He's not Jordan. He's not Jordan.
No.
He can't do what Jordan did.
Jared Goff, maybe.
Maybe. He might be Jared Goff. That's what Mad Dog Russo said. I'm embarrassed to be on this fucker's channel after he said that on TV yesterday. Honestly.
Wild dog.
Honestly, he called him Jared Goff, the guy. And it's like there's such a disconnect from some media people. And then what every single human that has ever played in the NFL or any other professional sport thinks about fucking Aaron Rodgers at this point. And obviously, Davante and Aaron is going to be something that's going to be chatted about for at least the next season because how's Davante going to do with Derek? Davante opened up about how he now doesn't get doubled. He doesn't think he's going to get doubled every single play like he has in the past with the Packers. And think about that. All the success that he has had with the Packers has come with basically every defense trying to get him off the game plan.
Yeah.
And that has not worked at all, obviously. Now he's got Darren Waller, Hunter Renfrow, who in the pivot with Derwin James gave an entire thing. I mean, there is a real opportunity here for Davante, and I like the fact that there is no bad blood between the guys who stood next to each other during the national anthem and even left a spot for Aaron, even though people publicly are going to say Aaron's a bad guy. He's the reason everybody won out of time.
Yeah, and I think that's why if you're a Packers fan or you've watched enough of Rodgers, you just ignored all that bullshit because you knew that, obviously these guys are still very close. What was it, right after Davante signed with the Raiders, Rodgers was in Vegas and they played that course for him to get rid, you know what I mean? These guys still have a great relationship and everything can't last forever.
You think this is Gutekunst's fault? You get a couple more weapons in there and maybe Davante says, I'm sick of seeing a double team every single fucking play in my life.
I don't think so because I think that's kind of what he referred to in there. It was Rodgers making other guys better. I don't think Davante necessarily viewed it as it's me and just me here. They relied on those other guys. He trusted those other guys. It just,
He doesn't make them better.
Yeah.
What did that even mean? I mean, he had fifth, six rounders that have turned into fucking all pros.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and that's what, it's Davante physically is definitely probably the best guy he's ever played with. But his first couple years, it wasn't like guys like Jamar Chase now where they come on in their first year, he's an all pro and he has 1,400 yards. Right? It took Davante a little bit to kind of come along. And so I think he realizes too, hey, without this guy, who knows? Obviously he's supremely confident in his own skills and he's unbelievable, but he understands how important it was having a guy like Rodgers to his career too.
We're supposed to hold Aaron's water, so I'm kind of sick of everybody else doing it. Sammy Watkins came out and said,
right,
Pat Mahomes is incredibly good, but A-Rod is on a whole other level. And everybody's like, is this disrespectful to Patrick Mahomes? Well, Patrick Mahomes, I would assume, at some point in his career, whenever he's comfortable enough and doesn't want to get the backlash from it, will say, yeah, a lot of the shit I do, obviously, I seen a guy do before, and he's a hippie who plays quarterback for the fucking Green Bay Packers, arm talent, everything he does. Patrick Mahomes literally just got done saying a year ago he finally learned how to play learn defenses.
Yeah.
So I don't think this is that big of a comment from Sammy Watkins. The guy's been in the NFL for 17 fucking years, has a photographic memory, has seen everything and can make every single throw. I don't think this was a slight on Patrick Mahomes. I think this was hey, maybe in 10 years from now, if Patrick Mahomes can continue to do what he's doing, evolve and everything, he will be on a whole other level than he is right now too. But everybody wanted to use that as like, oh, this Sammy Watkins turning his back on Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, of course, because it's good fodder, and it's easy for people to just kind of spin that into like Rodgers is a prick. Like there's no way this is true. You look how much these guys like Mahomes, but it's also different. It's not like he's talking about some like 13-year like career backup who was in the NFL. It's like this guy's won the MVP 4 times. Yeah, exactly. He's fucking won a Super Bowl. He's a Super Bowl MVP. Like.
Well, wait, will he be on this show this year? Unprecedented? Well, do we know? We don't know yet.
We don't know yet. That would be unprecedented.
Yeah.
On this show?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, back-to-back MVPs doing fucking Aaron Rodgers Tuesdays.
Not a bad gig,
That's
what a
impressive.
fucking, like, that is just, that's going to the end of the rainbow, find a pot of gold, and just fucking sitting there
exactly.
and
Yeah.
being like, oh my God, how did this happen?
Awesome.
2 times.
2 times.
13 win seasons.
How you doing? Keep it moving.
1 seed.
Yeah, can't do it in playoffs, so too worried about his Tuesday conversations in ayahuasca. Unprecedented, though. We're able to get him back, hopefully.
It would be.
that'd be
First
nice.
time
It
ever.
would be unprecedented, yeah. All right, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Sammy.
We got to
Watkins.
stop being so petty, by the way. We got to stop it.
Who said anything about being petty?
Well, we kind of were yesterday. A lot of the unprecedented conversation, because that was wild.
I wasn't petty. That was just pointing out an obvious flaw in the wording.
But did you hear AJ go? Something happened, obviously. Like, he knew immediately.
Yeah, AJ knew.
Everybody that was watching immediately, as soon as we started throwing that unprecedented word around, it's like, okay, the boys obviously saw something, and now they are not letting themselves just move past it. It has to get mentioned. It has to get talked about. And that's part of the problem with this program. You know, we're an organization that just doesn't let that type of shit fly, and we need to become one of that. We need to become better at that.
Bingo. I love how you just put that, too. We are an organization that just doesn't let shit go like that. And I think it shouldn't. It's good to keep that chip on the shoulder. Make sure you can still take the punches. You're in the ring.
Well, you're stacking those chips up on the
Exactly.
shoulder
Bingo.
real tall.
One by one.